Hello and welcome back to Game Time Sports. I'm Donovan Cranage here with Will McDonald. Kick off our broadcast today with the Chill on the Hill frozen yogurt pregame show. For more than 10 years, Chill on the Hill has been serving up the ultimate froyo experience in the Chestnut Hill neighborhood of Philadelphia. Try one of their delicious 20 flavors and specialty toppings at 5 East Highland Avenue. Self-serve frozen yogurt in the heart of downtown Chestnut Hill. Create your own masterpiece today. Will, we're heading into the second game of, I don't know if you could consider it a doubleheader, but it was extra innings, a continuation of the opening day game, and it was 2-2 going into the ninth, and I would say Youngstown State took a little bit of a lead there.
Yeah, I'd say a 4-run lead. It was pretty suffice, certainly. Duquesne, the bats went quiet.
They stayed quiet.
they were quiet all throughout, and especially when they were needed most. Can't have that happen in this game right here. You want to come away with at least something, and just losing by 4, that's never going to.
It's 2 new arms on the mound for Duquesne. It's Josh Hessel, the 5'9" sophomore out of Manassas, Virginia, and for Youngstown State. Lost my notes. It's James Nolder Jr., the 5'11" freshman out of Mineral Ridge, Ohio. So Tyler Wright, the team's ace, and Kyle Cortazar, Duquesne's ace, both pitching those 2 innings, but not getting the start today. Oh, well, I guess we were both today, yeah. But in the second of both games. So what are you looking for from Duquesne after what we just saw that's going to elevate them to hopefully win this game?
I'm going to need to see some a little bit of cleaned up play in the field. There's way too many missed opportunities out there. Couple wild throws by the catcher towards the steal at second base. Seems like Youngstown State takes advantage of being on base a lot. So look for them to clean that up and honestly just get some guys on. I was saying this before the debacle in the previous game. The bats need to get going a little bit, and not a lot of good things are going to happen if your bats can't get going.
So hopefully they can take advantage of the fact that it's not the ace in Tyler Wright, who is just throwing heat out there. And it's 2 new lineups. We'll see some similarities, some differences, and we'll bring you the lineups as they come for Duquesne and Youngstown State. The first pitch is just moments away. Well, we welcome you back again, just moments away from the first pitch as Duquesne looks to bounce back after a 6-2 loss to Youngstown State just moments ago. They are coming off a 5-2 win against Carnegie Mellon, which was part 2 of a doubleheader. The first game they lost 1-11. So maybe it's just a little bit of a rough start for this Duquesne team, and they can bounce back like they did there.
Hey, it's something about these game twos that seems to be going Duquesne's way. Obviously, they were blown up by Carnegie Mellon in the first one, but they did manage to turn it around in the second one. So hopefully that's the same case for them here against this Penguins from Youngstown.
And Duquesne will be the away team here, so they will be up to bat first, which Cohen Breitner will be up to bat to start this first inning for the Dukes. The second baseman, junior out of Hanover, PA. Hopefully looking to get a little bit of a hot start for the Dukes, get some momentum rolling on the offensive side. And following him will be Louis Malatesta, who we saw in the last game, the shortstop sophomore. As we can see them getting ready out there, they're warming up, and the Youngstown State Penguins will take the field here. Obviously, they're trying to continue what they just started in Game 1 and keep rolling, get a win here. 2 wins in 1 day, it would be. As we'll get our first look at James Nolder Jr., the 5'11 freshman, taking the mound for the Penguins. Will, do you hope to see a little bit of more offensive action given that Tyler Wright won't be on the mound today?
I would hope so. I mean, the Dukes need an offensive spark in this game. They didn't really provide too much in the first game, so hopefully the bats get going early on in this one, and Dukes get off to a good start.
That would be the hope of all Duquesne fans, all Duquesne players, and probably 2 Duquesne broadcasters that I know. But so Cohen Breitner, who we saw in center field in the first game, will take to the batter's box here as we are moments away from Game 2. A fresh start for the Dukes here after a rough 2 innings that they just played. But a fresh 7 for them nonetheless as they look to get underway here, Will.
Again, hopefully the bats get going early and Duquesne can jump out to an early lead.
So here we go. It's Breitner and James Nolder to start. Here's the first pitch, and contact made. That's going to be fair. He'll take first, and the throw into second base will be enough to keep Breitner at first, but there you go. I mean,
what did I say? Got to get the Ducks on the pond, and no better start than a single into left field on the first pitch that you see of the game.
Well, a better start they've had than probably both 2 innings they had yesterday, as Louis Malatesta is going to take now with Breitner on first. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside a ball. So how about that? Cohen Breitner on the first pitch of the game, taking that one out to left field. A little bit of momentum here on the offensive side for Duquesne. As Malatesta's going to have the 0-1, he's going to make contact, but a foul. Breitner was making his way to second, but obviously going to come on back to first. So the 1-1 now for Malatesta. Shortstop in both games is going to hack at one and miss it.
He stepped out of the batter's box and into it at the same time. So,
down in the count now early, Malatesta, the 1-2 from Nolder. Here it is, driven out to left field, and that is foul all day. Maybe there for about a quarter of a second, thought it had a chance, but not too much of a chance there. So the sophomore Malatesta will continue with the 1-2, trying to get Breitner into second or third. He's going to steal second. The throw is not in time. Breitner is safe at second.
I was going to say, it looks like he gave him the all clear sign down at third base.
And Breitner will take second, further along than they were in both innings from the last game.
At least a runner in scoring position.
Right. And Malatesta will have the ball in a full count now with a man on second. Gio Moschella on deck. Nolder looking maybe to try and get out to a quick start. Here's the full count pitch, swung on and miss. So a swinging strikeout for Malatesta. That'll bring up Gio Moschella, the senior first baseman. He was at first base in the first game, and he'll remain at first base this game.
Gio Moschella, in the last game, he provided the offensive spark for Duquesne. Actually hit a home run in that game to give him the lone offensive spark that they had in that game. He called for strike one there.
So he'll look at strike one. Looking to move Breitner along here. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit towards the second base, caught for a routine infield play right there. And that'll bring up Nate Ray, the freshman catcher. Catcher in the last game, catcher in this game. Out of Fairless Hills, PA. Now 2 outs for Duquesne. You don't want to give up that hot start, so hopefully they can get something going here, or continue what Cohen Breitner started. Nate Ray moving up a little bit. He was 8th in the order last game. He's now at 4th. And he'll take ball 1. Here's the 0-1 for Ray. It's going to be outside again, a 2-0 count. Ahead in the count here is Ray, 2-0. Here's the pitch. And that one's also low. 3 balls, 0 strikes. You giving him the green light here, Will?
I don't know. I mean, you got 3-0 on you. Pitch looked a little wild as at least in this at bat. So I wouldn't.
So the 3-0 is taken, and Ray takes first.
Glad I gave him the no call. He must have been listening to me from up here.
So Matt Usella, who was the designated hitter last game, will take third base this game. Duquesne's 5th batter of the inning. Still with Breitner on second and Ray at first. Here's the first of the at-bat, a called strike. Usella, the 6'3" senior, one of the leaders on this team for Duquesne. looking to get something going with a man on first and second. Don't want to go down in the order here too early. And he'll hit that one to the third base line. Going to be thrown over to first. And that'll end the inning after a little bit of a quick start for the Duquesne. Youngstown State shuts it down. 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. Are you looking for the next summer basketball league for your kid? Look no further than Next Play Basketball, located just outside of Philadelphia. Well, we welcome you back. Youngstown State, Duquesne, bottom of the first. It remains 0-0 as we get our first look at Josh Hessel, the sophomore pitcher here for Duquesne, as Loudon Streifler will take to the batter's box here for Youngstown State. One of the guys we saw a little bit on fire those last two innings. Hopefully Hessel has an answer for it. Here's the first pitch, and it's going to be a called strike. Streifler looking like he's not the biggest fan of that call.
Nope.
Hessel up early. Now evens it up at 1-1. And the third pitch is hit, driven towards right field, and Brendan Flato can't get there in time. Streifler's going to take second. The throw to second is in time, but off. Streifler with the leadoff double here for Youngstown State.
I understand there's kind of a bloop hit into Plato's territory, but got to be able to make that throw to second base. Kind of just runner on second, kind of just making them pay for kind of the lax coverage out there in right field.
So Michael Galterio now up to bat. Second time we've seen him today. The shortstop in both games takes a ball to start his at-bat. The sixth-year senior. We talked about him last game as well. Looking to bring home Streifler, continue the start that they've had through both innings of last game, and so far through one batter of this one. Here's the second pitch. That's going to be hit towards left field, and that one is brought in for the out. Streifler will stay at second. That was Nathan Baxendale with the catch, the out, as Andrew Cupin, the designated hitter for the Penguins here, will step up. So a fresh start for Hessel as Cupin takes the box. He'll throw ball one. The 1-0 for Cupin. And that's going to be hit and caught by the shortstop, Louis Malatesta. Streifler will obviously stay at second. And there's two quick outs for the Dukes after a little bit of a rough start.
And, you still have a runner in scoring position, but at least you have two outs for fun. At least you have two outs now.
And Christian Sanders, who we saw last game as well, will stay in right field, the freshman. Looking to bring Streifler home and get an early lead. And Sanders will take that, but Streifler able to steal third. So now you really got to watch out for Streifler. He won't steal home, but any fair ball here, likely going to be a run for the Penguins. And that's all Sanders will likely try to do, maybe. Not in his head, but... And he'll take ball two there. Ahead early. It's 2-0 for Sanders. Swung on, missed his first strike. So after swinging on the first strike, Sanders here with a 2-1 count, looking to bring Streifler home. Here's the pitch. And a third ball for Sanders. 2 outs for the Penguins. Looking to stay in this inning, get someone home. Here's the 3-1, and Sanders will take his base. Penguins now with man on first, man on third. And Tyler Wright, a familiar name if you kept up with the last 2 innings in the opening day game. He was pitching for Youngstown State, and now he will take first base and hit 5th in the order. So Wright with a man on first and third, and a timeout here taken by batter. He'll step back into the batter's box now. Pitcher on pitcher here. Wright will take the first ball. As Streifler, he's ready to fly. A little bit of a lead there on third base. Here's Wright, and he's going to foul that one off as Sanders tries to take second. He'll have to return. There's a lot of cars driving by with all these foul balls. You got to be safe out there.
Yeah.
So 1-1 now for the pitcher Wright. The Penguins ace trying to bring in at least Streifler with 2 outs. Sanders will take second again, and he'll get there. Ray not even going to attempt the throw.
I was just gonna say, don't be surprised if they attempt to steal it. Put both runners in scoring position.
Well, and that's what they have, a man on second and a man on third on a 2-1 count here for Wright. And here comes the 2-1 from Hessel. That's going to be right down the middle for a second strike. 2-2 now. Hessel looking to end the inning before anyone crosses the plate for the Penguins. Here's the 2-2. It's going to be high and load up a full count. It's a big pitch right here if you're Josh Hessel.
Yeah, you got to put one. I'm looking for the low strike here.
Well, let's see. A full count with the man on second and third. 2 outs here in the first. Pitcher on pitcher. Hessel throwing to Tyler Wright. Here's the full count throw. And a called strike. Saying he swung. So Duquesne gets out of the inning, remaining 0-0 at the end of the first. Well, we welcome you back as we enter the second inning for Duquesne and Youngstown State. Nathan Baxendale, the freshman right out of Pittsburgh, will take to the batter's box here for Duquesne. We've already seen him in left field there at the first out. And now he's in the batter's box. They'll take ball 1. The 1-0, contact made. That's going to be fouled into the stands and into the parking lot again.
Didn't hear an alarm go off,
right,
or a loud thump. So hope it's for the.
All I can say is if I end up being a baseball parent, I'm going to have to put some extra insurance on my car.
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to need to be something worth investing in.
So Baxendale after the foul on the 1-1. Here's the pitch. He's going to hit it towards third base, try to make it to first in time, and that will not be the case. Ashton Swigart with it out for Youngstown State. That'll bring up Sean Boyle, who we have not yet seen here for the Dukes. playing in center field, the sophomore out of Bensalem. Looking to put Duquesne on the board here. Been a little bit of a slugfest. As Boyle will get hit with the first pitch and take right to first base. Bringing up Chase Grady, the freshman DH for Duquesne. Another player we've not yet seen here today. And I'll tell you, Boyle took that hit like a champ.
Yeah, you know, it's always a tough play in baseball to get to wear one off somewhere, and again, it's like you said, took it like a champ.
As Grady will swing and miss on the first pitch, go down 0-1. Brendan Flato on deck, we saw just nearly missed that ball in right field.
I wouldn't say nearly, I think it kind of just dropped in front of him and misjudged it a little bit.
Grady now going to swing and miss again. Swing looking a little slow.
Yeah, you know, a little bit behind that ball.
Boyle now with a few step lead on first. Grady down early on the 0-2. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be outside. Boyle will scurry back to first. Grady gets something to go his way. Now a 1-2. And here it is. That's going to be outside again. Even up the count. 2-2. So here's the 2-2 for Grady. That's going to be right at his feet. And a full count now. Good patience by Grady on these past 3 pitches. Or past 3 balls at least. After coming out early swinging. Boyle still with a little bit of a lead on first. Here's the full count pitch. And that's going to be outside. Grady takes 1. Boyle takes 2. As Brendan Flato, the right fielder, 9th in the order, going to take the batter box. Quick shout out, who is also the CEO of Game Time Sports, where we're broadcasting
now.
We'd
like to thank our producer. We've joked about his playing right, but you know we value the work that he does.
And I will say it says 6-1 on the roster. Are we sure about that?
Yeah, that's a healthy 6-1. That's
Flato will look at strike 1 coming right at him. He was the high school broadcasting MVP last year in high school. Obviously, that won't help his baseball play, as he has the 0-1 with a man on first and second. He's going to swing and foul that one off. And hear the crack of the metal bat here for Flato.
I do have to say, with his high school broadcasting MVP, who's up for contention?
I'm not sure.
Is that at his own school, or is that a self-awarded MVP? But
we'll have to get the details on that.
Yeah, as well as the 6-1. That's it.
He must have been in charge in that. Here's the 0-2. Hit towards first, and a pretty routine play there for Tyler Wright for the second out, but that will advance Boyle and Grady, putting them both in scoring position. So a little bit of a set.
Nice productive out.
And that'll bring back up Cohen Breitner, who we saw with the, was it a leadoff single or a leadoff double? A leadoff hit. We'll go with that. Looking to bring in these 2 guys here. 2 outs for the Dukes. Breitner on the fresh at bat is going to foul it off to start. So Nolder having a little bit of trouble this inning, at least compared to last inning.
Runners on third and second. Got to be able to take care of business.
And Breitner now, again, going to make contact. Sounds like it dropped right before the cars.
They're getting lucky with these foul balls. I haven't heard a lot of hard contact.
So Breitner with the 0-2. You don't want to leave two guys on here, especially on second and third. Here's the 0-2. That's way outside. So a little bit of breathing room for Breitner, as he's got the 1-2 now. Here's that 1-2. That's going to be hit towards third base. The throw to first is in time and on. That'll wrap up Duquesne's second inning. We'll be back in just a moment to see Youngstown State's at bat. Located in the heart of Philadelphia, Zips Candies is a neighborhood staple. Check out Nips Candies. Cameron Koch here for the Youngstown State Penguins. Looking to put them on the board here. In the second inning, it remains 0-0. As Josh Hessel looks to continue probably what he started last inning, which would be 0 runs. Koch will take ball one. Here's the 1-0. That'll be outside and low. Ahead here early on Hessel. A 2-0 for Koch. Gonna be hit, and yet again, fouled. Listening for a car, don't hear it. Oh, someone from the dugouts running out to the parking lot. Hopefully all cars are okay over there.
I think they're going for the ball.
No, that would make more sense. Koch will have 2-1 after the foul, and that'll be low for ball three. So a 3-1 here for Koch. That's going to be hit towards right field and fouled, bring up a full count. Here's the full count, and a high ball puts Koch on first. So Ashton Swigart, who we saw as the designated hitter for Youngstown last game, will take third base. The junior out of Canal Winchester, Ohio, with a runner on first. Swigart's going to swing on the first pitch and miss that one. Hessel checking out Koch back there, making sure he doesn't try to take second. Here's the 0-1, a little bit high. And the 1-1 is swung on. No good for Swigart. And this is the look I'm sure Hessel's looking for. 1-2. And they're going to call a ball. Nearly swung on that. He had to restrain himself.
Yeah.
So evened up here, 2-2 count. Swigart looking to advance the runner on first. And that one's going to be outside for ball 3, bringing up a second straight full count. Here's the full count pitch. Swung on towards the pitcher, caught by Hessel. A line drive straight to his glove, and he holds on.
Be a double play as well.
And yeah, he will tag the runner who was trying to make it to second, so 2 outs just like that for Duquesne.
Great reaction timing there, too, I gotta say.
Seriously. Bringing up Drew Manzo, who we saw pinch run last game, the freshman out of Media, Pennsylvania. Playing left field for the Penguins today. Hessel now, I'm sure, a little bit of breathing room. No guys on and 2 outs. Manzo will swing on the first pitch and foul. Luckily, it kept inside the cage, didn't put any cars in trouble this time. No Drew Manzo here on the 0-1. He's going to whiff on that one. Hessel here ahead in the count. 0-2, 2 outs, looking to put away with this inning. And here's the 0-2, a little bit outside. It's going to be 1-2. Hessel's still a little bit of ahead. And that'll even it up here, 2-2. The 2-2. And it's going to be a little high for the ump's liking, bringing up a third straight full count. Hessel must just thrive in these, I guess. Thrive in these.
Yeah.
Thrive for these, thrive in them. Here's the full count. Swung on, hit towards first base. Hessel's going to get there, and that'll do it. Wrapping up the second inning, Duquesne 0, Youngstown State 0. The law firm of Elliott Greenleaf is recognized for its expertise in complex legal challenges, including all manner of litigation in state and federal courts and agencies, business counsel, and innovative legal solutions. The firm's attorney, bringing extensive experience both in and outside of the courtroom, offering clients a unique advantage. Known for building lasting client relationships, the law firm of Elliott Greenleaf addresses immediate legal needs while anticipating future challenges. Do you own property in the Philadelphia area? Keep your property looking its best all year long with JM Property Maintenance. From expert landscaping and mulching to thorough leaf cleanups and reliable snow removal, JM Property Maintenance has you covered all year. Trust the team that puts care and quality into every job. Contact Mike and his team by calling 610-764-6441. That's 610-764-6441. JM Property Maintenance, your partner for a pristine property. Well, Duquesne back towards the top of the order. It's the shortstop, Louis Malatesta, ready to get things going here for the Dukes. As we enter the third inning, scoreless for both teams.
It's honestly been a defensive battle for both teams. I mean,
Yeah.
Duquesne's gotten to a bunch of full counts in terms of pitching, but they've mostly been able to escape it. They had that great defensive play, in which resulted in actually a double play, flying out to the pitcher.
So Malatesta looking to get things going here. Going to take a ball one. Had to jump back a little bit to avoid it. And the second pitch swung on and missed by Malatesta. That'll even it up here at 1-1. Nolder up to 34 pitches here in the third inning. Here's 35. Swung on and yet again missed. Malatesta down now in the count 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And just avoiding the hit. That would have been the second time Nolder's hit someone in this game. So a 2-2 count for Malatesta. Shortstop looking to get on base here. And he'll take another ball, again jumping back. So, not for Duquesne. A fourth straight count, full count in the game.
No, they're working their at bats.
Here is the full count pitch. And nearly swung on, but a ball nonetheless. And Malatesta takes his base. Bringing up Gio Moschella, the senior first baseman. One of Duquesne's power hitters, I would say.
I would agree with that.
Looking to get something, get going, get Duquesne on the board as they sit here at 0. Moschella will look at strike one.
Framed that nicely. It looked a bit on the outside corner there.
Here's Nolder as they'll try to take second, and he is safe. The throw not in time. Malatesta stealing second, and a little bit of momentum here going for Duquesne.
Smart call there by coach there to avoid the double play, especially with there being no outs.
And the throw was in time, just couldn't get a grasp on it over at second base. Here's the throw, swung on and missed. That's strike two for Moschella. Malatesta with a fairly large lead on second. And the throw a little bit high. Bringing up the first ball of this at-bat for Moschella. A 1-2 now. Here's the throw. Outside. Duquesne is working the pitch count very well. Getting that number up. Nolder at 43 through 2.5 innings here. Not even 2.5. And there's the 2-2. That's outside again. So another full... Oh, that was the fourth ball, actually. Guess this was a little behind. So Moschella will take first. 2 runners on now for Duquesne on first and on second as the catcher, Nate Ray, comes up to bat.
Still scoreless so far, but it's probably one of the better chances that Youngstown State's had in this.
Nate Ray, who was walked in the first inning, see Trenton Malcolm for Youngstown State starting to warm up his arm over there. And Nate Ray's going to drive that one down to center field. And the catch is made. An incredible diving catch. The throw into second won't be in time. What a play by William Fink, the sixth-year senior.
What a catch it was indeed. That could have saved the run.
I thought that had a chance at getting out of there.
Yeah, it looked like it had the distance on it.
Good contact by Nate Ray, but an incredible play there by Fink to get there. And that'll bring up Usella. Still with runners on first and second, now one out. And that pitch is low for ball one. Third baseman looking to advance his guy to third base. As he's sitting here with the 1-0. Here's the throw, and that's outside.
Might have been a bit of a pitch out there.
Yeah. Usella now ahead with the 2-0. Here's the 2-0. Hit towards third base. Tag third and throw to first. Not in time. Gets the leading runner. But first base is safe. And that'll bring up Nathan Baxendale. Now is Ashton Swigart with the tag and attempted throw. Just a little bit too late. And Michelle is going to try to take third. The throw not in time, and he'll come home with ease. As Usella will also take third. I think we might have missed something there.
I think we missed quite a debacle there. But nevertheless,
well, they're returning. They're returning back to second base. Matt Usella.
Nevertheless, though, Duquesne on the board first.
Well, after a little bit of a debacle there, I'm not really sure what just happened. Matt Usella drew in the run, or was the run, after stealing third. And here's first pitch for Nathan Baxendale. Second pitch of the at-bat, geez, nearly hits him.
A little bit behind him, too.
A little bit.
Oh, yeah. Way behind him.
So ahead of the count here is Baxendale. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Got a runner on second. The 2-0 is going to go through the catcher's legs, and Usella with ease will take third base. Baxendale trying to drive in the second run of the day here for Duquesne. Sitting at the top of the third. 2 outs, though. And that's going to be swung on and fouled. His first strike of the at-bat. So the 2-1 for the left fielder, Baxendale. And looks like that hit him, as he'll take first. Brings up the center field and sophomore Sean Boyle with runners on first and third, 2 outs. Here's the throw. And that's going to be hit towards first, but that's a foul. Sean Boyle now with the 0-1, runners on first and third. And an attempt to steal second is successful by Nate Baxendale.
That's a smart move to keep
Keeps things moving.
Yeah, keeps things moving, puts both runners in scoring position.
So now with a 1-1 count, runners on second and third, Sean Boyle is going to hit it towards the second base line. That'll draw in a run as long as he's not out. And he is. Well, that'll wrap up the top of the third here. We'll be back in just a minute with the Youngstown Bats. And it's the catcher Blaze Knight here to open the third inning for the Youngstown State Penguins, as they're down 1-0 after a Duquesne stolen third base, which you don't see too often. And there's the first pitch, going to be hit towards third base. That's fair. The throw in time. And an out just like that for Duquesne.
Quick out. This first pitch of the inning, already 1 out.
There you go.
Can't really ask for a better start than that.
That'll bring up William Fink. Oh, they're going to call that a foul ball, actually.
Oh.
Well, you can scratch what we just said. Or at least me. So Knight now with the 0-1. That's going to be down low for a ball. And that one's going to be hit towards left field. The catch made by Baxendale, and now he is out.
So loud out.
Yeah. Crack of the metal bat. And that'll bring up the same guy who was supposed to bring up last time, William Fink. Center fielder and 60-year senior. We've heard his name called a few times already today. And the first pitch fouled off into the cage. Cars everywhere rejoice. Fink with the 0-1. Swung on, no good.
It tipped into the glove there.
They're down early now. And that one's outside for Fink, bringing up the first ball of his at-bat. So 1-2 now for Fink. Uh-oh. That's fouled off. Stays within the stadium. All right.
Again, not hearing any metal thunks or any.
That one was definitely in the stadium.
Yeah.
The other ones, gotta watch out for. So the count remains 1-2 after the foul ball for Fink. No runners on. That one's hit into the cage, top of the cage this time.
I gotta remember that there's a fence there.
Right, I saw you jump all over there.
I keep moving back to the left and thinking it's coming right towards us.
Bring your glove next time.
I played a little bit of ball back in my day. I feel like I could barehand it.
And the 1-2 is going to be called foul. I was going to say, he kept running there for a second. The third straight foul for Fink. Remains a 1-2 count. One out here in the bottom of the third. Duquesne remains up 1-0. No runners on. Hessel now getting ready to throw his 46th pitch of the game. Here it is. That's high. Fink ducking. And that'll even up the count at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 for Fink. That one low and outside. Bring up a full count. It's the story of the game, Will.
A full count.
The game of full counts. It's starting to look like the sun's going away, too, which is a little disappointing. It was really nice out when we got here. Here's the full count pitch for Fink. That one hit deep towards center field. And the catch is made. Sean Boyle, the sophomore, completing the second out for Duquesne.
Bunch of loud outs here for Youngstown State.
And the metal bats are really shining.
Yeah, they are.
Well, that'll bring up Trenton Malcolm, who we have not yet seen today. So Malcolm, his first pitch, he's going to take a strike. A little bit low, I thought, but...
A low strike, but a strike nonetheless.
Agreed. Hessel approaching 50 pitches. And that one is whacked and missed. Down here early, the 0-2. That's going to be hit and fair towards third base. The throw is in time.
Great pick there by the first baseman, I gotta add.
So Duquesne makes quick work of the third inning and remains up 1-0. We'll be back with the fourth. We welcome you back. Top of the fourth inning here. Duquesne remains with the 1-0 lead as it's a new glove on the mound for Youngstown State. It's Loudon Streifler, who was in left field last game, the sophomore out of Hanoverton, Ohio. And his first batter will be Grady. And he'll start off with a ball as the designated hitter for Duquesne, Chase Grady, was walked last time. He's going to make contact with that and foul it off. 1-1, even the count up. Brendan Flato on deck.
Showing some hustle there.
Here's Grady with the 1-1. That one hit towards right field. That's going to be fair for a single for Grady. So reaches first base both times. First on a walk, now on a hit.
Yeah, great start to the inning.
And that'll bring up Brendan Flato, friend of the production.
Friend of the program.
The freshman right fielder who, again, says he is 6'1". We'll choose whether or not to believe it.
It's some insider info.
So Flato now trying to get on base for the first time, as he'll take strike one. Getting ready for his second pitch of the at-bat. Grady leading just a little bit, and Flato will foul that behind, and whoa, right into the bleachers. Could hear that one for sure.
Probably one of the louder hits I've seen from Flato.
Flato now down in the count 0-2. With Grady on one and a little bit of a lead, he'll take the low outside ball.
Guy there.
And here's the 0-2. He's going to make contact. Going to be fouled right.
Staying alive in the count.
Yeah. Going to hit that right towards the porta potties. As Will said, he's staying alive with the 1-2 here. Streifler going to throw his next foul of the game to Flato, who's keeping the at-bat alive here.
Yeah.
Working the pitch count for Streifler. As Grady's just looking for something to steal or potentially take second. Here comes the 1-2. Yet again. There it is, and it's going to be hit. Infield, the third baseman making the throw to first. That's in time for the first out, but Grady remains alive at second. So yet another sack.
Yeah.
Another sacrifice at bat for Brendan Flato. Just an ultimate team guy right there.
Yeah, he's a real team player. He's always team player. I think that's the perfect word to describe it.
So he'll advance the runner to second, and that'll bring up Cohen Breitner, the first in the order here, and he'll take ball one. Here's the second. That one swung on a strike for Breitner, the 1-1. Breitner already with a hit in today's game. This is his third at-bat. There's the 1-1, and that's going to be fouled into the gate. Will still thinks it's coming at us.
I was just analyzing it.
All right.
No, Flato did, or Brendan, rather. He did hit one right there, so I have fair reason to be flinching a little bit.
So the 1-2 for Breitner. This one's fouled way into the parking lot. Let's listen for any alarms. And I'm not hearing anything. He lived to see another day back there.
I really thought in a doubleheader you'd hear at least one.
Well, it's not over yet.
Yeah. A lot of baseball to be playing.
And here's the 1-2 for Breitner. That one popped left field and another foul. And it's going to bounce over the fence into the road. Come on. I say we make him go get it.
Yeah.
That's what happened back when we played as kids. You had to go get it.
Yeah, I mean, I had to go get a lot of foul balls.
Yeah.
Personally.
Not me. Usually I just hit it straight into center field for a home.
Oh, yeah.
And here's Breitner going to hit that fair into center field. As they'll round third, the throw to first, not in time. No one even there. Breitner will take second, and Grady will take home. Duquesne with the 2-0 lead. Breitner will sit at second. A very productive game for Breitner so far. His second hit of the game, and Duquesne remains up 2 runs to nothing now. Don't let him get hot.
Do not let the Dukes get hot.
So it's Louis Malatesta with Cohen Breitner on first. And, Will, what was going on there? Because Tyler Wright, who was playing first, was nowhere to be seen there.
You know, I actually don't know the explanation.
A lot of people do.
To that play.
So Louis Malatesta looking to keep this inning going. Only 1 out for the Dukes as he takes ball 1. They're up 2-0 with a runner on second.
This is not the Dukes team that we saw at all in the first.
Took him a little bit to get warm, I guess.
2 innings.
And here's Malatesta going to swing and miss on that one. Malatesta now going to swing towards the third base line. That one is a foul.
A 1-2.
The Dukes with a 2-0 lead. Malatesta up in the count 2-1. Runner on second. That's Breitner. And they'll call ball 3. Oh, wait. They call it strike?
Yeah, that's a strike. That was 1-2.
You sure? I guess they're saying that was strike 3.
Yeah, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I guess that was the 1-2. I'm looking at something wrong. 2 outs now for Duquesne. As Gio Moschella is up to bat. Nate Ray on deck. Breitner remains on second. And that one high and outside for ball 1. Streifler looking back there at Breitner a little bit. You have to wonder if he's thinking about trying to pick him off. And Moschella is going to swing and miss on that one. Bring up a 1-1. 2 outs now for the Duke. The Dukes got to be a little more cautious. Unless a 1-1 count. And that one's outside for ball 2. Moschella, another possible arm we could see today, is one of the team's pitchers. And that one is swung on for strike 2.
It seems like they need everybody they can get here, especially being down 2 runs late in the 4th.
Moschella going to take a timeout and step outside of the batter's box. All good now. He's got that brace on the right foot. You have to wonder if that was bothering him of some sort. 2-2 for Moschella. Way outside for ball 3. A full count. Moschella looking to reach first, whether that's a hit or a walk. And he'll get the walk. And that'll bring up the catcher, Nate Ray, with runners on first and second. 2 outs for the Duquesne Dukes. Will, if you're Nate, what are you looking in this at-bat? What are you looking to do in this at-bat?
I'm looking for a gap shot either into left or I'm looking for a gap shot up the third baseline.
Potentially bring Breitner home.
Exactly. 3 runs.
Nate Ray with the first of his at-bat. He's been walked once, and that one is going straight into the parking lot. I don't think anyone parks back there, though.
No, that's into the neighborhood back there.
Unless it was a sold-out game, that's going into the neighborhood of Youngstown. Nate Ray, who's been walked and struck out once. Now looking to give Duquesne extend their lead as they're up 2-0. That one's going to be outside for ball one. And here's the 1-1 for Nate Ray. That pitch not caught by the catcher. Breitner will take second, and Breitner will take third, and Moschella will take second. A little bit of a wild pitch there.
Yeah.
Say, Streifler's not having the greatest outing so far since they brought him in.
No, he has struggled a little bit.
So with 2 on, a 2-1 count for Nate Ray after the wild pitch. 2 outs. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be a gap shot into left field. Breitner coming home. Moschella turning third. Nate Ray will stick at first. Moschella is going to get home and will. And you called it.
Hey, what can I say? I'm 2 for 2 on calls here.
It's exactly what Will said he was looking for from Nate Ray. It's exactly what we got. A gap shot into left field. It's going to bring home Breitner and Moschella. Nate Ray will stay at first. Duquesne up 4-0 now. How about that?
Hey, it's great to see, truly.
Pure grit out of these boys today, as Matt Usella, the third baseman, the senior out of Hellerton, will come up to bat.
And a bit of a pep talk here from the third baseman.
So Matt Usella looking to extend this Duquesne lead. He's going to foul it out. We got to find a different term to say into the parking lot because they keep going in there.
The car lot?
The car hangout spot. So after the foul, the 0-1 now for Matt Usella. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be a wild pitch, and Nate Ray, who is not on first, they have someone pinch running. Louis Malatesta, must have missed that, will take second. So, yet again, the Dukes have a guy in scoring position here, a runner in scoring position. It's a 1-1. That one outside, but caught this time. Sort of similar to what we saw last time, except it stayed in the glove.
Mm-hmm.
So Matt Usella working the 2-1 count with Malatesta on second. Here it is. That one fouled out to left field. Way out of the line. Swigert thought he could get there. So Usella with the 2-2 count. He's going to hit that one towards left field. That's fair. Malatesta looking around third. They're calling it a foul now. Just foul.
There was replay analysis.
There was replay analysis.
Now, if we can zoom in on that ball a little bit, I'd give you the exact measurements for how foul that was, but
It was very close.
yeah, give you the very close estimate and leave it at that.
Malatesta's going to take third on this. The throw, not in time. They're saying it was in time. Duquesne not happy with that call, and I can understand why.
But still,
Nonetheless,
incredibly productive offensive inning here for Duquesne.
when we go to the middle of the fourth, we'll be right back. Game Time Sports has captured many great moments and plays over the years. You want to make sure your top plays are captured? Hire Game Time Sports by emailing GameTimeSports9@gmail.com. That's GameTimeSports9@gmail.com. We return here to the bottom of the fourth. Loudon Streifler, who's just on the mound for Youngstown State, now will be at bat. Youngstown State dug themselves a little bit of a hole here, down 4-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Again, this goes to 7 innings, not 9. So we'll sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" in between the 5th inning. And here's the first pitch. That's going to be low. 4-1. Kessel's still out there with 52 pitches after that one. Looking good so far. Again, the score is 4-0. Here's the second pitch of the at-bat. That one a little low. So a 2-0 now for Streifler. That one a called strike. Here's the 2-1, swung on and missed into the dirt.
Ball tipped into the mitt there.
So a 2-2 now for Streifler. Gotta get something going if you're the Penguins here. Which I gotta say, I don't understand the Penguins in Ohio.
You know, there's a lot of interesting.
A lot of interesting as the 2-2 foul ball hits the top of the press box.
There's a lot of interesting nicknames in college sports. Like, why is our mascot a lion?
That I can't tell you. I just know I don't see too many Penguins in Youngstown, Ohio. And that'll be a called strike 3 for Loudon Streifler. That brings up Michael Galterio. So one out here down. Kessel, Dealing still on the mound. First pitch to Galterio is a called strike. And from the looks of it, Youngstown State is not a fan of this plate ump right now.
Seems to have a very low strokes, or a low strike.
Whoa. And the ball low and inside evens up the count at 1-1. The 1-1 hit Galterio's foot. and he'll take first base. Well, that'll bring up Andrew Coopin, the designated hitter, senior out of McDonald, Ohio. I wonder if he's loving it out there.
You know, I know a lot about McDonald's in Ohio. I'm sure he is.
So Coopin, with a fresh count, runner on first. That one's going to be high for ball one. Second pitch, thought it might have been in there, but a called ball. Coopin gonna line one out towards center field. That'll be fair, as Galterio is gonna round second and hesitate a little bit and eventually stay at second. Thought about third a little bit there, Will. Didn't end up taking it, and now Youngstown State in position with runners on second and first.
And, you know, it looks like they might be coming out for a pitching change here for Duquesne.
That is what it's looking like. I haven't seen anyone warming up over there in the batting cage.
Maybe a hit, maybe just a...
Maybe they'll bring Flato out there.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing Flato pitch a little bit.
Go out there and throw some meatballs. It looks like he might be staying in there, actually.
Team meeting.
Well, infield meeting.
Yeah, infield meeting, the outfielders converse.
Baxendale over there in left field, kind of just all by himself.
Yeah, with his thoughts.
So Hessel will remain in the game. He's at 61 pitches. Again, the Penguins have two on with first and second, one out, and a fresh count coming up for Christian Sanders, the freshman right fielder. And it looks like they're bringing the infield in a little bit here. Maybe looking for that double play.
Potentially get out of the inning.
So here's the fresh pitch for Sanders. That one's going to be another gap shot into left field. Galterio is going to round third and score with ease. The ball just now picked up, and that's going to be thrown to third in time to keep Coopin there, but Sanders with a double to get Youngstown State on the board. So two straight gap shots in the left field there for the Penguins.
Questioning that decision to bring the infield in. Actually looked like a power hitter. So also, I just want to point out that grass outfield is no balance.
Well, and it's funny because the turf on the infield is very nice.
Yeah.
So the pitcher, Tyler Wright now, he's been playing first base today. Going to go to work against Josh Hassel. Youngstown State now with two runners in scoring position. Sanders at second. And a called strike. First strike one. And Coopin on third base. Wright trying to bring them in. He is the tying run with one out only here in the fourth. So here's the 1-1 for Wright. That one fouled out to left field. There's a lot. They're losing a lot of balls over there in left field. At least there's no cars over there. Well, there's cars driving by.
There's a neighborhood over there.
Well, the neighborhood can survive. They have homeowners insurance, hopefully. Tyler Wright down in the count now, 1-2. Runners on second and third. The tying run. Here's the pitch to Wright. The tying run at the plate, and he'll take a ball there to even up the count at 2. The 2-2 with the tying run on the plate, outside, full count. Tyler Wright maybe a little bit of nerves in the batter's box. He's used to being on the mound. Nonetheless, a full count. He's the tying run, and he'll take his base. Base is now loaded for Youngstown State, and you have to wonder, it looks like Josh Hessel will be coming out. So very productive inning here for the Penguins, Will.
Yeah, needed to get something going.
And Cameron Koch, who will be coming up to bat, is a potential winning or lead-taking run.
Yeah.
Coming on the plate. Looks like they could potentially keep Hassel on the mound. Doesn't look like it, though. And looks like they're starting to warm up. A new pitcher. That's Matt Usella, the third baseman. And that'll do it for Josh Hessel. 60 pitches, 1 run. Not a bad day from the kid.
No, not by any means.
So we'll see who the Dukes bring into third base if they rotate. And looks like they're going to rotate Kevin Breitner, who's playing second, over to third. We'll see who comes in for his place. Looking like they're going to rotate the whole infield, have Joey Casey come over and play first base, Kevin Breitner at third. Louis Malatesta likely going to stay at shortstop and move the first baseman, Moschella, possibly to second base. That is not confirmed yet, besides Casey at third and Breitner, or Casey at first, Breitner at third. It's going to be Noah Fryer at second, actually, and Louis Malatesta is at shortstop. So it looks like that could possibly do it for Moschella as well, unless they have him as the DH. It's a good time to remind you to stay after for the Team Wetzel Real Estate post-game show. Bearing a Duquesne win, we will have a post-game interview with either one of the players or the manager, TBD. But definitely stick around for that. And it'll be Cameron Koch here up to bat. Matt Usella's first time on the mound today. Again, it's Breitner on third now. Malatesta going to stay at shortstop, Fryer at second, and Casey at first. So here's the fresh count for Usella. Going to throw in there for strike one. Koch caught looking there. And it's been a very productive fourth inning for both teams, Will.
It really has. I mean, multiple runs for the Dukes, 1 out for the Penguins here, but bases are loaded for them.
And the 0-1 turns into a 1-1 after the ball from Usella. Again, like Will said, bases are loaded. Runners on first, second, and third. Only 1 out.
Double play isn't.
I was going to say, I'm sure they're hoping for a double play here. Cameron Koch is going to sit here with the 1-2. Usella's pitch. And that's going to be low and outside.
Great block there from the catcher.
Calling off. He didn't want Coopin trying to get home. Koch now working the 2-1 from Matt Usella, senior out of Hellertown, PA. Here's that 2-1. That's going to be down the middle just a little high. Bring up a 3-1 count. I mean, possibility of him walking in a run here is not out of play, Will.
No, it is not.
Are you giving him the green light if you're that batting coach?
I would wait. I would take a pitch.
And he's going to swing anyway into right field. That's going to be just fouled. That was fair. That wouldn't have been caught. So a full count now for the freshman second baseman. Bases are loaded. A full count pitch. And that one's going to be hit towards center field. Trying to get to it. And caught. The throw to home could be in time. And it's just short. As Andrew Crouppen brings in the run. The sac fly from Cameron Koch is successful. As Youngstown State gets on the board. And cuts that lead Duquesne has to 2.
Still a runner in scoring position, but 2 outs this time.
And it's Andrew Swigart, the third baseman for Youngstown State. Got to be a little more cautious here. You got a guy on second, but now 2 outs, so the sac fly is not in play. Swigart with a pretty decent lead there on second base. Here's that pitch. It's going to be tipped and fouled. Swigart in 7th in the order for the Penguins. Going to possibly tie this game up. He's going to swing and miss. That'll be strike 1. Strike 2, pardon. USL is 8. I don't know. I'm going to say USL is 8th pitch. I caught my tongue there, but that's a ball nonetheless. Here comes the 1-2 for Swigart. That one a little high and outside. And evens up the count at 2.
He really needs to get out of the inning with this one.
Yeah.
Already nursing the 2-run lead. Can't really afford that. Let up inning.
That's what it is, a 2-run lead. It's 4-2. Here's the 2-1 for Swigart. And that one picked to be a little bit down the middle, but I guess a little outside.
Just barely.
And the name of the game, full count here for Andrew Swigart. Looking to keep his Penguins alive in this inning. Here's the full count pitch. And that one going to be popped up towards the first baseman, Joey Casey Jr., and that is caught. And that will do it for the 4th inning. Duquesne remains up 4-2 after a productive inning from both of these teams on the offensive side. We'll be right back. Duquesne 4, Youngstown State 2. And now's our time to remind you that our pregame show is brought to you by Chill on the Hill Frozen Yogurt. For more than 10 years, Chill on the Hill has been serving up the ultimate froyo experience in the Chestnut Hill neighborhood of Philadelphia. Try one of their 20 delicious flavors and specialty toppings at 5 East Highland Avenue. Self-serve frozen yogurt in the heart of downtown Chestnut Hill. Create your own masterpiece today. Adam Pencil entering the game here for the Dukes. The sophomore out of Boyertown. Going to be batting here for the first time today. And he'll take a wild pitch to start the inning.
This would be nice.
Just a little bit. Streifler's still on the mound. And Cam Sweeney, who will also be entering the game, is on deck here. As he'll take a swinging strike, 2 for Pencil. Duquesne still with a 4-2 lead, Will, entering the top of the 5th. Again, we only played a 7. Here's the pitch on the 1-1, sorry. And now it's a 2-1. Pencil with the 2-1. That'll be low. Bring up a 3-1.
Hitters count.
And that'll be ball 4 as Pencil takes first base. Cam Sweeney, who we saw in the first 2 innings of the continuation game, will now take the batter's box for the first time in this game. Cam Sweeney again, the hometown kid.
Yeah, from Youngstown.
Right out of Youngstown, Ohio. A little bit of a homecoming here. Probably got some family here, I'm not too sure though. We are speculating. And he's going to foul that one right. Don't worry, it's not in the parking lot. We've been safe from the parking lot foul balls recently.
Yeah, nothing too major. Maybe a couple rocks have been hurt, but you know.
That's all right. And Noah Fryer, who has not been at bat yet in this game, will be up next. But this one's going to be sliced into the right field line. And he'll take first and stay there. So Sweeney, who again has not hit in this game, getting a single there to get the Dukes going.
And is that
And
number
Pencil in second.
Is that number 33 Brendan Flato? I see.
That is
on
Flato
deck.
on deck. So Fryer, who has again not hit today, keeping it fresh for Streifler, the pitcher. He'll be up now with 2 runners on, 1 on first, 1 on second. Again, the offensive momentum continuing here for the Dukes. Streifler's pitch, a little bit outside. Fryer had to avoid it. So the count now a 1-1. Decent lead there on second for Adam Pencil. There's the 1-1, and that's going straight to the parking lot. And I think we're good. After the foul, a 1-2. The third new batter, Noah Fryer, trying to keep this batting uproar up for Duquesne as he'll take ball 2 and even up the count. There's the 2-2, swinging at a low inside ball. That'll be strike 3 for Fryer. You a fan of that swing, Will?
I think he could have went off that one personally, but I haven't played baseball since 6th, so I would not trust my baseball.
Well, that'll bring right fielder Brendan Flato to the plate. He is 0 for 2 with 2 sac flies, which is in play. That ball going to be low and outside for Flato here to start. Streifler nearing 50 pitches already. Duke's not making it easy on him. And Flato with runners on first and second, both with a decent lead. And he's going to hit that one sharply out, and that'll be just past the shortstop. And this hit is fair. And that'll be bases loaded now to bring up Cohen Breitner, who has been arguably Duquesne's best player in this game with 2 hits.
Brendan's had a productive game so far. I mean, he had a couple productive outs, and now he's able to get on base with a single.
And Cohen Brighton, you have to imagine Cohen Brighton is trying to go deep here with no outs or 1 out, sorry, and 3 guys on.
Hey, no, this is every kid's dream. 1 out in the 5th, base loaded.
And a fresh count. Breitner's going to hit it toward the left field line. That one a foul ball. Again, Breitner is 2 for 3 in today's game. Bases loaded after the single by Brendan Flato. And that one's going to be a wild pitch. He's waving him on. And that'll be a successful run. Coming in is Adam Pencil. So now 2 runners in scoring position, Brendan Flato and Noah Fryer. Breitner working on a 1-1 count after the wild pitch. Here's the 1-1 for Breitner. That one driven into left field. That's going to be fair. Fryer going to come home. Flato not getting the signal, so he'll stay at third. But Breitner with his 3rd hit of the day, Will.
He has had a heck of a day. He's been he's been great for the
unbelievable 4 at-bats. I'll give him the credit. He has 3 hits. But an incredible 3 at-bats here for Breitner. And the Dukes now with a 6-2 commanding lead. This is the final score of the game they just finished up. And it'll be Louis Malatesta, the shortstop, as Breitner's going to try to take second. And they won't even try to get him out, so he'll get it with ease. Flato and Breitner now in scoring position on second and third, with Malatesta, the shortstop, up the bat on a 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1. That one's going to be hit towards the shortstop. Trying to pick off Flato. The throw called safe, so Flato gets home in time and extends that Duquesne lead off the single by Louis Malatesta. Breitner's going to advance to third as well. Will, the Dukes have a 7-1 lead. Or 7-2 lead. 7-2 lead, that's what I meant.
You're good.
But what a flip we've seen in these 2 games in terms of offense.
Just a lot going right for the Dukes here.
That'll be Joey Casey Jr.'s first at-bat in this game. So 4 new batters in this at-bat, and they've driven in 3 runs so far. Or 2 runs, sorry. All my numbers. No, 3 runs, I was right. My numbers are all confused. I'm sorry.
Baseball's a game of numbers, I get it.
And Louis Malatesta will successfully steal second. They are stealing bases left and right here. As, again, the Dukes have 2 runners in scoring position. Breitner on third, Malatesta on second, Joey Casey Jr. up the bat. Nearly swings, but doesn't. That'll be a called ball. Only 1 out still here for the Dukes. Here's Casey. And that'll be outside yet again. A 2-2 count. Malatesta with a huge lead on second. Here's the 2-2. Contact, but a foul as he stays alive here. Again, a 7-2 lead for the Dukes. 1 out. 2-2 count for Casey Jr. 2 runners in scoring position. Malatesta and Breitner on second and third, both with pretty decent leads. Malatesta is very large. And he'll take a ball to extend this to, guess what, a full count. Joey Casey Jr. with the full count, 2 runners in scoring position. Casey, swing and a miss. So the second out in the 5th for the Dukes, and that'll bring up Nate Ray, the catcher, who had that gap shot in the left field his last at bat that Will was talking about before it happened.
Baseball God spoke to me and followed through.
Here's Nate Ray, 2 runners still in scoring position. Looking to keep the inning alive here with 2 outs. They'll take ball 1. outside pitch for ball two. Will, through this dominating performance we've seen Duquesne, honestly, I mean, besides Brighton, who has 3 hits, really just a great team performance.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, the bats have come alive. Something I talked about in the pregame, and just exactly what you want from the Dukes.
So a 2-0 for Ray, and ball 3 hits the dirt. 2 outs. So a 3-0 here for Nate Ray. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. His ball's outside, and he'll take first base. Bases loaded yet again as the pitcher, Matt Usella, comes up to bat. And they're going to go conversate with Loudon Streifler on the mound. And Streifler will stay in. Again, 2 outs, bases loaded. Duke's up 7-2. And Matt Usella, who is just on the mound, will take the opposite position in the batter's box here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. He's going to drive one out to left field. That's going to be fair. They're driving in Breitner. Here comes Malatesta, and Nate Ray is going to stay there at third. Dukes with a commanding 9-2 lead.
Absolutely.
After the double from Matt Usella. And it's Adam Pencil up again, who started off this inning for the Dukes. So they ran through the whole order. And that's going to do it for Loudon Streifler. Finished today with 67 pitches. And he's giving himself a thumbs down out there. It'll be Ashton Swigart taking the mound. He was previously at third base, and he'll be switching with Loudon Streifler, who's now taking third base for the Penguins they remain down 9-2 right now. Adam Pencil with his second at-bat of this inning. Dukes have run through their entire order, as Swigart's first pitch is going to be a wild pitch, and Nate Ray will earn the 10th run for the Dukes here, as well as an advancement to third base by Matt Usello. So Adam Pencil now with breathing room. I mean, they're up 10-2, so I'd assume they have breathing room either way.
That's a whole heck of a lot of breathing.
But 2 outs, a 1-0 count after the wild pitch. Usello on third. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. That'll bring up strike one. Here comes the third pitch for Swigart on Pencil. That one low and go to ball. So Swigart looking at a 2-1 count here. Again, Usello on third. Duke's up 10-2. 2 outs in the inning. Pencil with the 2-1. He'll let that one go into the dirt. 4-3-1. Here's the 3-1 for Pencil. That one going to be hit up towards pitcher's mound, a little further past, and that'll do it for the top of the 5th inning. A productive inning nonetheless for the Dukes as they go up 10-2 here.
You talk about productive. I don't know if you can get more productive than that inning that the Dukes just had.
And check out Merino Surfwear, the sustainable surfwear brand that's making waves in eco-friendly fashion. Merino isn't just surfwear, it's a commitment to the planet. They use recycled materials and sustainable practices in everything they do so that you can look good and feel great about it. With designs changing every season and holiday, there's always something new to enhance your style. Whether you're catching waves or just soaking the sun, Merino has the right look for you. View their latest seasonal and holiday designs at shopsell.org and use code GAMETIME at checkout for 5% off. Merino, stylish, sustainable, and perfect for your next adventure. Game Time Sports is your go-to for high school sports broadcasting, and now your business can be part of the action. Promote your brand with live ad reads, professional video commercials, or exclusive segment sponsorships during every game. Packages are available by season, school year, or monthly, starting at just $200. Engage with passionate fans, boost your visibility, and support the local sports community. Join Game Time Sports today and make your message heard on and off the field. Email GameTimeSports9@gmail.com. Again, that's GameTimeSports9@gmail.com. For more details on Game Time Sports, making high school sports an all-star experience for every viewer. Usello remains at the plate as left fielder Drew Manzo remains at the mound as Drew Manzo walks up to the plate. The freshman out of Media, Pennsylvania, went to Penncrest High School. Looking to start this Penncrest comeback as they are down 10-2 at the bottom of the 5th. The first pitch from Usello is a called strike. Here's the 0-1, and that one's going to be a little low. 1-1. 2-1 now for Manzo. Gonna be way outside. They're 2-1 now. Looking to stay ahead, the 2-1. Gonna be in the dirt, and he does. 3-1 now for Manzo. Your Manzo's 3-1 in there for a called strike. That not evens it up. That brings it up to a full count now.
Another one.
Here comes the full count to Manzo. He's going to step out of the way and let ball 4 fly right by him.
Oh, he'll be strike 3.
Strike 3. Oh, pardon me. I thought he stepped out of the batter box because it was about to hit him.
Oh, just barely snuck it in there. Out number 1 for the Dukes.
Well, up comes Nick Zaid, the freshman who has not been in the game yet today. He played in the continuation game. And his first pitch, going to be ball 1. That would have been a big key to get him on first base. A walk there. Doesn't happen as Zaid takes ball 2. Zaid looking at the 2-0, is gonna look at a strike and start up the 2-1. Here's the 2-1 now for Zaid. Gonna check swing. Count now 3-1. And the 3-1 is going to be fouled left. Bring it to full count. Name of the game. Here's the full count for Zaid. And swung on and missed. So 2 down for the Dukes. That brings up number 21, William Fink, center fielder. Penguins just trying to get anything going here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the first pitch to Zaid. A little bit outside. A little bit inside, sorry. To the 1-0 now. Gonna be down there for ball 2. Pitch 3 will again be a ball a little bit outside, so the count now 3-0. Well, you called it a strike?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm seeing then. William Fink with the 2-1. He's going to hit that one down the left field line. That'll be fair. The throw is not in time, and it's actually not to Casey at all, as Fink will take second. Casey missed the throw there, as Fink gets the Penguins something.
Runner in scoring position.
So Trenton Malcolm, the junior out of Elwood City. They're firing up from inside the dugout. They're trying to get a little bit of momentum here, swinging their way.
Pretty spark back.
Yeah. Again, 2 outs for the Penguins here. Sure, Usella was looking for that 1-2-3 inning. Unfortunately, did not get it. So Malcolm's gonna try to hold back, but he went. And it'll be 0-1 to start. Malcolm now with a runner in scoring position on second. The 0-1. Going to be in dirt. So a 1-1 look for Malcolm here. Runner in scoring position, the 1-1. Going to be a wild pitch. He'll take third and almost take home. But Fink is going to stay at third. As the count remains a 2-1. Malcolm. Gonna watch strike 2 fly right by him. Counts even at 2. Fink on third. Here's the 2-2 for Malcolm. He'll swing on that one and miss it. Third to first is in time. And that'll wrap up a fairly quick bottom of the 5th inning. Duquesne goes to work on the mound. We'll be back with the start of the 6th. Cam Sweeney will get it going here for the Dukes at the top of the 6th. And Duquesne up big, 10-2, in the top of the second to last inning here in Youngstown, Ohio. Swigert remains on the mound for the Penguins. And again, he'll throw to Cam Sweeney, who's going to swing at the first pitch and hit that towards the left field, which is caught by the shortstop, Michael Galterio Jr., making the play there. Get one down just like that.
Yeah, quick start to the 6th inning.
So the 5th-year senior out of Sarver, PA, Noah Fryer, gonna get it going here for the Dukes after a pop by Cam Sweeney. One pitch, one down. first pitch. It's going to be a strike looking. And Fryer only his second at bat of the day. He's 1-0. They called strike. 0-2, sorry. So an 0-2 for Fryer now. Fryer trying to make quick work. And it's going to foul. Keep the at-bat alive. With Brendan Flato on deck.
One of the dudes in the Duquesne dugout just absolutely wore that one off.
And who else but Cohen Breitner? He's the story of the day. So Fryer now with the 0-2. And that's going to be a called strike 3. I don't think Fryer liked any of those strike calls in that at-bat. That'll bring up right fielder Brendan Flato. 2 outs already. 2 down. 1 to go. For Andrew Swigart. Only got 9 pitches all day. His first pitch to Flato is going to be outside for ball 1. The 1-0 is going to be hit towards first base, and that'll be a routine out. So the Penguins go 1-2-3 here in the 6th, looking to mount a comeback. We'll be right back. Looking to make your game or event unforgettable? Hire Game Time Sports. With broadcast packages tailored to your needs, we deliver top-tier coverage at every level. From our premium broadcast featuring play-by-play, sideline reporting, and full pregame, halftime, and postgame shows, to our basic broadcast with expert play-by-play starting at $300, we've got you covered. Want to keep it simple? Our live streams start at just $100 per game, and our custom hype videos and graphic packages let you showcase your team and style. Whatever you choose, we're all about making your game or event an all-star experience for every viewer. Book Game Time Sports now by emailing GameTimeSports9@gmail.com. Again, that's GameTimeSports9@gmail.com. Game Time Sports also sells and produces graphic design, hype videos, documentaries, commercials, and much more. It'll be Loudon Streifler who was on the mound for quite a while today for the Penguins, now up to bat. Matt Usella remaining on the mound for the Duquesne Dukes. They're up 10-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Streifler gonna look at strike 1. He'll let that fly right by him for ball 1. Count even now, 1-1. The Penguins just trying to get anything at this point. So Streifler with the 1-1, going to swing on that one. It's no good. Now down in the count 1-2. 1-2. Going to be hit towards right field. Flato trying to get in there, and he'll make the catch. Making up for last time with the first out in the bottom of the sixth.
You gotta give him credit for the hustle there.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if he was going to get it for a second, but he got there.
Hey, had to judge it for a little bit, but was able to come down with it.
So the shortstop here, Michael Galterio Jr., the sixth-year senior up to bat. One down. Galterio, look at ball one. Stella trying to get ahead of him here. And he'll swing on that one. 1-1 now. Galterio on the 1-1. He's going to check swing, and then they're going to call it a swing and strike. So down in the count now, 1-2. After the first pitch was a ball, 2 straight strikes, 1 out. Here's the 1-2. That one swung on and fouled to the left, and right in front of a driving car. Car had to slow down a little bit and swerve out of the way.
Did not hit it though.
Didn't hit it. If that pitch came about half a second late, he might have nailed the windshield, I'm not going to lie. But Galterio now. Going to stay alive now on the 2-2. You're getting pretty lucky with these calls.
Yeah, seriously, I've been saying all day.
So he'll watch ball 3 go right by him, and a full count from Michael Galterio. Sella trying to retire Galterio here. And a foul tip. Keeps him alive. Getting the signal from catcher Nate Ray. Oh! And a swing on that. The ball's going to hit his helmet, which flies off. Yeah, you got to hope he's off right. Nonetheless, keeps the at-bat alive. Woo. Well, again, he'll keep the at-bat alive.
Thanks for that heads-up play.
Yeah, it's a 2-2 after the foul off his helmet. A 2-2. Gonna be a little high. And I guess that was ball 4. Scoreboards are a little behind. I apologize, but nonetheless, Galterio reaches first on a walk.
Double play ball is in play.
And the designated hitter, Andrew Coopin, as Will said, the double play is in play. Here's Coopin with a runner on first. That one low and outside for the first ball. Gotta make sure he doesn't call strike. There's been a few calls me and Yelp haven't agreed on here. Coopin now sitting on the 1-0. Gonna foul it out right. Gonna hit the back of the stadium, I think. Staying in here. So, and count all evened up here at 1. Here's the 1-1 for Coopin. That one swung on and missed. 1-2 is the count. Sella reaching 50 pitches on the day. Still looking good though, I'd say. Here's the 1-2. That one's going to be hit towards the shortstop, and the double play is not just in play, it is almost completed. Is it completed? I don't think anyone knows. No, it's not. The outfielders thought it was. we thought it might have been. It is not. So the out at second base is good.
You fielder's choice there.
Coopin is safe at first. 2 outs as Christian Sanders comes up to bat. The right fielding freshman with 1 runner on first. 2 outs here in the bottom of 6th. He's going to run as that's fouled, and Coopin will have to return back to first. After the foul by Sanders, here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Well, he still has 1 strike away here from sending him into the final inning of today's game. He can just get 1 more strike on Sanders. That'll get rid of the inning, and there it is. Strike 3 looking. Duquesne remains up 10-2 as we head into the 7th inning. And this break in the action is brought to you by Sona's to America, where every purchase makes a difference. Sona's is an SCH high school run business, bringing you hand-woven goods directly from a village in Cambodia. Sona's products aren't just ethically made and sourced, they're also a lifeline for the women who create them. Every cent from your purchase goes back to these artisans, empowering them and their communities. Browse their collection today at shopsonas.org and use code GAMETIME at checkout for 5% off. Join our students in making a change. Sonas to America, where shopping meets giving. Looking for high-quality, action-packed sports photography? Look no further than Toby Schwartz Photography, or on Instagram you can find him as @Schwartzy_flicks, offering personalized packages for individuals, small groups, and entire teams. You'll get stunning high-resolution photos capturing every exciting moment, perfect for recruitment profiles, team keepsakes, and social media highlights. Each photo tells a story that stands out. Visit him on Instagram and see why he is the go-to choice for athletes and teams looking to showcase their best. For over 55 years, Zips Candies has been a cornerstone in the Philadelphia community. Looking for a sweet treat? Head over to Zips, where tradition meets deliciousness. Visit Zips Candies at 8433 Germantown Ave today. Your taste buds will thank you. And fans, remember to stay tuned after the game for the Team Wetzel Real Estate Postgame Show. Coming to you at the top of the order here in the top of the 7th, it's Cohen Breitner from the Duquesne Dukes, as they've got a 10-2 lead, and a huge thanks to him as he has 3 hits on the day. He'll look to continue that impressive performance here with his at-bat, and he'll take strike 1 as it remains Swigard on the mound in this final inning of play, bearing a very big comeback by the Penguins.
Yeah.
Breitner, just an incredible day. He's 3 for 4, a huge part of this campaign that they've put on, and he'll take ball 1 to even up the count. Here's the 1-1. He's going to whiff on that one, bringing up a 1-2. Here's the 1-2 for Breitner. Gonna line that down low left field line, but it's a foul. So he'll stay alive. So the 1-2 for Brightner. He's going to hit that down the left field line. That'll be good for a single, and he'll hold off there. His 4th hit of the day. Brightner will try to steal second on the first pitch for Malatesta. And he'll remain safe there after the attempted throw. Louis Malatesta at the plate with a 1-0 count. He's going to hack on that one. Even it up at 1. And the second ball here for Malatesta. So ahead in the count now, 2-1. Runner in scoring position. And he's going to hit that one towards left field. It's going to foul unless they can catch it, which they cannot. That'll up the strike count for Malatesta up to a 2-2 now. No outs. So here's the 2-2 for Malatesta. He's going to tip that one, and it's fouled. So it remains a 2-2 after the foul tip for Malatesta. Brightner leading on second. Malatesta's going to drive one left field. That's going to be another foul. And he'll stay alive. Working up that pitch count for Swigart, who's in the low 20s now. Malatesta 1 ball away from a full count. And he gets it. So another full count here in today's game. This one, Louis Malatesta, the shortstop. Got a runner in scoring position in Cohen Brightner. Duquesne up 10-2, no outs. Top of the 7th here. The final inning of today's game. Here's the full count pitch. That one going to be hit towards first base. Brightner's going to take third. Malatesta going to barely miss it. He had some wheels on him. It just was not enough to beat out Swigart, the pitcher who got there. And that'll be Joey Casey Jr., the sophomore out of Boyertown, taking the batter's box for Duquesne with 1 out. But a runner on third in Brightner. Here's the first pitch for Casey. It's going to be a called strike as Brightner's got a little bit of a lead there on third base. We are unsure of a mercy rule up here in the booth, but potential, bomb here could send us into that as they'd be up 10 runs as Casey's going to try to get out of the way of ball 1 here. The count even at 1 here. He's going to hit it towards the second base line. Brightner's going to get home in time. Joey Casey's not even going to make an effort to run to first. So he'll sacrifice his at-bat to get Brightner home and extend the Duquesne lead to 9, up 11-2. Duquesne now with 2 outs, as it's the catcher Nate Ray. Ray had one of the more important hits in today's game that gap to left field. As he'll go to work here on Swigart. And he's going to pop one up. Catcher's going to pop off the helmet. Swigart and him are going to be right next to each other. Swigart's going to catch the third out. So while a quick inning, Duquesne still brings in a run. 11-2. We'll be back with the final half inning of the game. The law firm of Elliott Greenleaf is recognized for its expertise in complex legal challenges, including all manner of litigation in state and federal courts and agencies, business counsel, and innovative legal solutions. The firm's attorneys bring extensive experience both in and outside of the courtroom, ordering clients a unique advantage. Known for building lasting client relationships, the law firm of Elliott Greenleaf addresses immediate legal needs while anticipating future challenges. Check out Merino Surfwear, the sustainable surfwear brand that's making waves in eco-friendly fashion. Merino isn't just surfwear, it's a commitment to the planet. They use recycled materials and sustainable practices in everything they do, so you can look good and feel great about it. With designs changing every season and holiday, there's always something new to enhance your style. Whether you're catching waves or just soaking up the sun, Merino has the right look for you. View their latest seasonal and holiday designs at shopsell.org and use code GAMETIME at checkout for 5% off. Merino, stylish, sustainable, and perfect for your next adventure. Game Time Sports is your go-to high school sports broadcasting, and now your business can be a part of the action. Promote your brand with live ad reads, professional video commercials, or exclusive segment sponsorships during every game. Packages are available by season, school year, or monthly, starting at just $200. Engage with passionate fans, boost your visibility, and support the local sports community. Join Game Time Sports today and make your message heard on and off the field. Email GameTimeSports9@gmail.com for more details. Game Time Sports. Making high school sports an all-star experience for every viewer. And fans, remember to stay tuned after the game for the Team Wetzel Real Estate post-game show. So here in the bottom of the seventh, Tyler Wright at bat to start for Youngstown State. And it's a new look on the mound for the Duquesne Dukes. It's Cohen Breitner. He's doing it all today. We'll start with a ball here on the 1-0 count. And he's going to line that towards the left field line for a foul ball. So a 1-1 for Tyler right here, bearing a 8-run inning for Youngstown State. This would wrap up the game. Stay tuned for the post-game show presented by Team Wetzel Real Estate. That'll be a called ball, bring up the 2-0 count, or 2-1 count, sorry. 3-1 now for Tyler Wright. He's going to hit it towards the second baseman, and that's going to be fair after a miss, and he'll take first base with ease. As Cameron Koch, the freshman, steps up. Again, Youngstown State needing 9 runs to tie the game. Here's Breitner with the fresh pitch count. That one's going to be hit but foul. Tyler Wright was ready to take second there. The 0-1 after the foul. Going to be a called strike, 0-2. Maybe the ump's just ready to get out of here. Here comes the 0-2 for Koch. Tyler Wright with the lead. He's going to line that one out to center field. That's good. Tyler Wright will take second. He'll take first, and the throw in from center field is in time to prevent Tyler Wright from going to third. So it'll be the pitcher, Andrew Swigart, up to bat now. Youngstown State with runners on first and second, no outs. Again, scores 11-2 here in the final inning. Swigart is going to foul that one back towards us. After the foul, he's going to swing on an outside ball that'll look like it'll be fair. The throw from third base is in time on Swigart, so he'll be out, but Tyler Wright advances to third base, as well as Cameron Koch advancing to second base. 2 runners in scoring position here, Will. 1 out, down 9. You worried at all here?
I'm worried about the double play here from Youngstown. Sorry, rather not the double play. I'm worried about outs. You gotta at least make an effort, maybe bring in 8 runs.
Well, Drew Manzo's up to bat now. He's 0 for 2 on the day, and he'll take a strike one looking to start his at bat. Finally seeing some fight out of this Youngstown State team. Might be a little bit too late.
Yeah, probably too little too late here.
And Manzo on the 1. He'll take a ball. Here's Manzo with the 1-1. That's going to be low outside for ball 2. That one going to be a wild pitch. That'll bring in Tyler Wright as Cameron Koch takes third. Youngstown State with a little bit of an effort, bringing it 1 run closer, now 11-3. It'll be a 3-1 count still for Drew Manzo. Still 1 out.
Runner still on third.
And yes, a runner still on third in Cameron Koch. So here's the 3-1. That's going to be hit towards right field, towards Brendan Flato. He's not going to be able to get there in time. Cameron Koch will get home. And Manzo is in first. Youngstown State now within 7. It is 11-4. Just 1 out still. And a man on first. Nick Zaid, the freshman, up to bat now, looking to keep this Youngstown State momentum alive. 2 runs driven in here this inning. They just don't have any quit in them, do they?
No, they do not. No quit in these Penguins.
So Nick Zaid looking to bring it even closer. And he'll swing and miss as he'll try to steal second. He'll get there in time to pitch way over his head. Drew Manzo, that is. So the count now 0-1 for Nick Zaid. Manzo with another convincing lead on second. 1-1 count here. That one's going to be too low for the ump's likings. That'll bring up a 2-1. Double play in effect here. Play here. However you choose to say it. Breitner on the mound still. The 2-1. It's going to be popped up on the left field line towards third base. And that out is dropped by the third baseman. But a foul ball nonetheless. Could have made it 1 out closer to a win. That is not the case though. It does look like there's a little bit of a divot there from the infield to the outfield. Probably not to their advantage, I'd say.
No, divots are never really usually
anyone's advantage.
Anyone's advantage.
So Zaid stays alive, and that'll be a called strike 3. He's asking for a challenge, or called strike 2. Is it a called strike 3? I don't know what's happening. It is a called strike 3. He wanted to challenge it, unfortunately. We do have replay. He pointed to us. And that'll bring him 1 out closer, 2 down. 20 outs total here for the Dukes. Up 11-4, man on second. And William Fink will be possibly Youngstown State's final batter of the day. Here's the 0-1. Infield, the third baseman over to first. His throw not in time. So he'll be safe there, and Drew Manzo will advance to third. Bringing up Trenton Malcolm. Malcolm's able to reach home. That would still put them 4 runs away from Duquesne. 2 outs here. Runners on third and first. Manzo on third. And Zaid on first. Malcolm up to bat now. Breitner already with 22 pitches this inning. So the first throw is a ball. 1-0. This one's going to be in there for strike 2. 1 strike away here for the Dukes, putting an end to this one. Youngstown State trying to make that last final effort with runners on first and third. They're down 11-4 with 2 outs. Count 1-2. And it's in there, a called strike 3. Oh, or not, a called strike 2. We're getting mixed signals here from the ump. Now 1 strike away. The 1-2 from Breitner. That one, no good. And they'll advance to second. William Fink. Now 2 runners in scoring possession on second and third. The count is supposedly full. And we've got mixed signals here from the ump. So the full count, runners in scoring position. And that'll be a ball. Now the count is full. So here it is, full count, bottom of the 7th. Youngstown State down 11-4, 2 runners in scoring position. The full count. That's in there for ball 4. And the bases are now loaded for Loudon Streifler. A very strong final effort here from the Penguins. They have bases loaded. If Streifler is able to make it home, they would still be down 3 runs. Nonetheless, bases loaded here in the bottom of the 7th. That first pitch is in there for a ball. Second throw, also in there for a ball. The count 2-0. Streifler with a nice little lead on Cohen here. The 2-0 swung on and missed for the first strike of the at-bat. He was ready to run there. So 2-1. The 2-1 swung on and in there for strike 2. There's Streifler here. Down 11-4, bottom of the 7th. 2 outs, bases loaded. And a 2-2 count. Streifler, the 2-2. Swung on, foul tipped. And he stays alive. So a full count. It's fitting that this is how it could possibly end. A full count with bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th here for Streifler. Breitner's pitch. No good, and he'll walk. Oh, unless they're waving off the pitch. He just said 2-2 now. I think I'm a little confused. He's waving off the pitch. He's now saying it's a 2-2 count. It was a 3-2 count. So the 2-2. The 2-2 from Breitner. Outside for ball 3. Now, officially, a full count at the bottom of the 7th with bases loaded for Youngstown State. The 3-2 from Breitner is too low, and he'll walk. Duquesne now up 11-5. It is getting a little close. 6 runs. 4 on the field. This is Michael Galterio Jr. Him getting home would put them within 2 runs of the Dukes here. First pitch for Galterio, swung on and missed. Galterio now looking at an 0-1. Again, bases loaded, bottom of the 7th. Penguins down 11-5 here. The 0-1 is outside for a ball. So the count even at 1 here with bases loaded. The 1-1 from Breitner is in there and missed. 1-2. Breitner yet again 1 strike away from putting this thing to bed. This last strong rally from the Pens. The 1-2 from Breitner swung on towards left field. Catch here will end it from Baxendale. And a diving effort will not be good. The Penguins are going to drive in 3 runs off that hit. So Galterio only makes it the first, but again, drives in 3 runs. And the Penguins are within striking distance now, as the score is 11-8. The tying run is on deck. And what a game this has turned into, Will.
You know, this is a true pleasure to be able to call this game for Duquesne. I mean, obviously the might have a potential comeback brewing for the Penguins here, but I don't know about you. It's been a pleasure to call this game.
It's been an absolute blast, Will.
I believe we're both making our baseball broadcast debut, if I'm not mistaken.
That would be correct. First time for everything, and here we are.
Also our Game Time Sports debut.
Also the Game Time Sports debut, yep. Right. So it's Andrew Coopin. Score is 11-8. A runner on first. That first pitch is outside. The 1-0 turns into a 2-0, and Galterio will steal second with ease. And he is now in scoring position. Starting to get a little nervous here if you're the Dukes, getting a little too close for comfort. All you need is 1 out. Coopin, the designated hitter here for Youngstown State. We're going to keep this game alive, this rally alive. And he's going to pop one back to the press box. And I don't know where it landed. I thought it was going to land on the roof. I guess it cleared us, because the way physics works, that probably would have dropped by now.
You know, I was never a science guy in high school, so.
So Andrew Coopin now with the 1-1 after the foul. That'll be outside. 3-1 now. Christian Sanders, the tying run, is on deck. Here's the 3-1. That one's going to be drove into left field, and the catch is made by Nathan Baxendale. And that'll do it. After a very strong last effort here by Youngstown State, Duquesne gets it done with an 11-8 win here in Youngstown. We'll be back in just a moment with the postgame show. Or am I going to HDMI now? All right, your final score today, brought to you by Duquesne Student Television, is 11-8. Check out DSTV on all platforms using the handle at Duquesne TV. We now welcome to the Team Wetzel Real Estate postgame show. Interested in selling your property or looking for your dream home in the New Jersey or Philadelphia area? Let Team Wetzel bring you home. Team Wetzel, which is one of the best New Jersey and Philadelphia real estate teams, considers their clients their partners. Whether you are first-time buyers or seasoned veterans, Team Wetzel opens the door for you. They love what they do and go about their business with the best of intentions, strong convictions, a passion for what's possible, anything, in case you were wondering, and a commitment to being an unstoppable force for you in your search to buy or sell. Team Wetzel is here to serve. All right, guys, we are here with two Dukes, Cohen and Matt, after the win, and Coach over here, manager. Cohen, you had 4 hits. What did you see in this game? What was working for you?
Honestly, just getting the bat off my shoulder early, swinging early in the count, and just trying to put the ball in play.
All right, and Matt, for you, we saw in that continuation, the extra innings, you guys went down 4-0 basically between those 2 innings. What changed in between games for you? What helped you guys come out here and get that win?
I would say definitely the energy was a big factor. We came out cold in the first one, but definitely bounced back in the second game, lit a fire under us, and really went out and got it.
All right, and wait, we're doing this separately, but Brendan's doing something, so you want to come in here? Yeah, sure. I'll just get you now. Yeah. And we have Coach Kane over here. Coach, how does this win speak to the depth of your squad, given that you guys played basically 1.5 games?
Yeah, basically this shows the depth of the squad that we have, especially in the pitching category today and the arms that we had fresh and available. We have a lot of guys who are versatile in so many different ways, whether that be Cohen playing shortstop, third base, center field, things like that. He can bunt the ball. He can steal bases. He can pitch. He's been kind of a lights-out reliever and closer for us. So this really shows that when we have our guys available and locked in, we're truly able to make basically any kind of move we need to make. We have so many guys that are just kind of plug and play, especially in outfield spots. And guys are just always available and ready to help us win, especially in games like this that come down the wire.
All right, well, thank you so much. That will do it for us here on Game Time Sports. For Donovan Cranage and Will McDonald, thank you all for tuning in, and make sure to stay up to date on our socials using the handle at gametime.sports.